on the corner debating.
Okay.
What do you see on their crowns, on their fez? Notice that these are all Europeans. What's on the crown of his fez?
What's on the crown of his fez?
Yeah, read it.
We have, I can't get the top, but I know it has Islam.
Now, what's on the top of his fez?
The top of his fez is, what is it? Muslim.
What's the name of the land?
Morocco.
What are these two titles? El and Bey.
El Bey.
And then they act like they don't know what it's up?
Right.
Well, that's the truth of the secrecy of masonry.
Right. This is it. Ooh, yes.
It's open, isn't it?
And this is what I need to break down, because El and Bey, like what?
Those are noble titles of the true nobles of the land, i.e. the sovereigns who have been unseated due to the Inquisition, or what they call the Spanish Inquisition, which is really the Inquisition of the Moors.
And can you break down just briefly about the Spanish Inquisition?
There are three major Inquisitions coming from Rome. One is the Roman Inquisition, the medieval Inquisition, and then the Spanish Inquisition. The Spanish Inquisition is the monster by which the world was turned upside down. Now let's get specific, because it's a broad area in there, dealing with the pontifex of 1492, when the Moorish Empire, the stronghold of the Moorish Empire fell, as you might say. And this is the war that was waged against the Moors by Ferdinand and Isabella. And the last stronghold in Andalus, that people call Spain now today. And Yata, where Moors ruled in Europe, because that actually is Moorish land that was assented to Europeans later from the Druids. So you got to understand, you got a long history even there.
Right.
So in order to understand African history, if you don't understand world history, you've been cheated. If you take your mind and just say African history and keep looking to the continent of Tamari, that they call Africa today, then you are in tunnel vision and you're subject to European miseducation, because your history is on the planet. And this must be also understood. With that overthrow, this is why they successively began to do the book burnings, because in order to conquer a people, you must kill their culture.
Right.
And this is the other reason why, for instance, like when you go into world history, you will look at the politics of the world written by all scholars in categories of the Christian world, political, the Muslim world, political. The people here think they're worship systems, but they're political systems.
How was that so, like, because that's something that I just come across, like Christianity and Islam is a political status. How is that from what we know?
Let me give you an example.
That's spiritual religious.
That's how you were taught, not what you know.
Okay.
What you've been exposed to. As an example, this is lesson book 14A. This work I did years ago. But it's dealing with certificate AA222141 civic Moorish civic relationships, relations. But I want to give you a point of law here to give you the character in which those things are addressed. Now it's from the Codes of Law of the United States of America of a general and permanent character. But I want you to read this part dealing with foreign relations and intercourse. And just read that and then get it. These are law cases. You don't have to go into the law.
Okay.
Just deal in this concept. This is the concept of our interchange.
All right. So we have Title 22, Foreign Relations and Intercourse, Chapter 2.
Yes. Consular Court.
Consular Court, Section 141.
Judicial authority.
Judicial authority generally.
Yes.
To carry into full effect the provisions of the treaties of the United States with concern with certain foreign countries, the ministers and consuls of the United States in China, Siam, Turkey, Morocco, Muscat, Abyssinian, Persia, and the territories formerly a part of the former Ottoman.
Former part of Ottoman Empire, including Egypt. This is Morocco, which you see on the crown of his head, which is the territories formerly a part of the former Ottoman Empire, including Egypt. So when you hear them sing the song from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, they're giving you a general synopsis of the conquered empire of the former Ottoman or Moroccan Empire, which is you who have been unseated. Now continue to read.
Okay, in addition to other powers and duties imposed upon them, respectively by the provisions of such treaties, respectively by invested with jurisdictional authority described in this chapter, which shall help me out here, which shall,
Where you at?
which shall
Appertain
to the office of minister
And consul.
and consul,
to be a part of the duties belonging thereto, wherein and so far as the same is allowed by treaty and in accordance with the usages, right?
Right, we have 2 minutes, so we got to wrap this up. How can
Of the
we?
countries in their intercourse with the Franks or other foreign Christian nations. See the concept?
So
Is that a religion? It's politics.
Politics.
So, wow. So what you're saying here is basically Christian is Christian.
It's a political system. We who have been subjugated by it take it as a religious order because we were conquered by the popes of Rome to submit to them.
Whoa. So again, so you're basically saying Christianity is not a religion. Is not
Not
really.
what you perceive it to be.
Exactly. That's what I
Okay.
said earlier. That's what I was saying
Ooh,
earlier.
if anyone, I know people are going to have questions. If you have questions, you're going to have to email me at tahirah@AOL because I know people are going to be fired up about this.
Oh yeah, it's controversial, isn't it?
It's real. We have 2 minutes left of this segment. Where do I jump from here?
Wherever you feel like.
I want to go quickly, and we're going to come back to the Constitution. Let's go into the Constitution. What is the Constitution? Who established the Constitution, and is it being upheld today? So there you can give
I
that.
can join in on this too because it is, from my standpoint, the Constitution period is a contract between the indigenous people and the Europeans. But we really have to study the Constitution. You know, it's, how can I sum it up in 2 minutes? But you have to really study because I'm still going through it now,
Gotcha.
and I've been studying it for last 12 years and still finding things in there that we have to really dig out in there. And they're not really utilizing the Constitution to this day. They're not using that Constitution.
Now let's go straight to it since a short period. Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution says guarantees a Republican form of government for every state in the Union. Now the politicians talk about democracy, don't they? They just fired themselves. They're traitors.
What we're gonna have to do, we're gonna roll this into the second half. My goodness, this is what it is. Don't take our word for it. You have to research. My goodness, this is what it is right now. The title of the show is Truth Be Told. We'll be back on the second half. We'll be back.
My sister so fly, so fly, so fly. My sister so fly, so fly. My sister so fly, so fly, so fly. My sister so fly, so fly. My sister so fly, it's like seeing her so fly. It's not like competition, cause there's only one of you, and there's only one of I. Watch me shine. I come into the room like a giant.
Welcome back. This is part 2 of Truth Be Told. We're going to kind of switch gears a little bit, and we're going to touch on who Muhammad ibn Abdullah is, because this is a name that is known within the Moorish circle and probably beyond. But again, I'm still new to this, so I'm learning, and certain things are coming back to me. So we want to touch on who Muhammad ibn Abdullah is, and who is Muhammad ibn Abdullah, Taj or Sabir?
Abdullah ibn Abdullah was a sultan of Morocco during the 1700s. All right, and you must understand, Morocco is an empire. And an empire, many people who really don't know keep assuming the kingdom, which is the territory in north near Misraim, near Egypt, that was liberated and given partial independence in 1956. And they think that's the only Morocco. That's a tributary, all right? That's a kingdom subordinate to the empire. The heart of the empire is that the Romans conquered, which is North America, all right? Here's a letter from George Washington to him in the book of the treaty, right there.